So this is traffic stop turns into chaos for no reason. Midwest safety. This was a member's first video, is now no longer just members. But guys, if you do, go check out Midwest Safety. They have some great police body cam footage. They're really just like, they're showing you stuff. They have a good breakdown to it. I love it. It's always great. It's always a good time. So definitely go check it out. Check them out. I thoroughly enjoy watching them. Hopefully this isn't okay. Good.
Is there insurance on it?
You cool with pictures?
Yeah, absolutely. I can use that.
There's 2 pictures. This one,
Okay.
one more up. You can slide.
Oh, there it is. Yep, you got it. No, you're good. All right, thank you, sir. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, guys.
Surprise!
All right, so this guy's not coming back on file. Not coming back at all with the name that he gave me. So I'm gonna pull him out and have him sit by until Prairie gets here, and then we can ID him. He's got his foot on the brake this entire time.
This is the driver you're talking about?
Yeah, the driver told me his name is Michael Joseph Jandora. So I was like, all right, spell your last name. And he starts spelling Joseph. And then he goes Joseph. Like, spell your last name. And he's like, well, it's Jandora. Spell it. Jandora. So he looks kind of familiar, but I can't place him. I don't know why.
Like, that immediately just throws up red flags when someone's like, spell your last name, and then they start giving you their first name again. You're like, that's not why I asked. Yo, bro, how you doing? How's it going? How was Kazan? Have you beaten Kazan yet? How's it going? We're just watching stuff. We reacted to a few things. We're watching some body cam footage right now too. So
That's true.
I'll turn it down a little bit because I think this is like super loud.
Jandora, I'm still not getting your name to come back. Yeah. Could you put it in park for me? I'm just gonna have Pleasant Prairie's gonna come out with their fast ID just for right now until I can
I'm
figure out
gonna
exactly
bring
who
this
you are.
up
I
to
mean, I
about
just step out of the car,
6
just lean up on the back for right now,
decibels,
okay?
negative 6
Do you have
decibels.
any
Sorry.
weapons or anything on you, right? All right, perfect. You mind if I just check real quick?
There we go.
Nothing on you? No. No firearms in the waistband, guns, bombs? No. All right, cool.
Ah.
All right. Here, just step back here.
Oh God, I'm not look. I still need to pick up the game, so I've been like catching what I can of your stuff. 3 hours on the last boss fight. That sounds intense. I can't wait to play that game. I can't wait to rage at the game. Let's be honest. Okay.
Just hang out. Just
3 hours on the last boss.
20
Woo!
seconds. As soon as you ran it,
He must. Yeah, it must have bullshit.
All right, maybe
It's
that'll-
kind of rough.
Give me 1 second. I'll try to figure that out. So all that shows me is that you're not valid out of Wisconsin.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know it was not valid.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to have.
He's
that
got some
going.
BS.
I
It
don't
sounds
have
like
an
it.
ID for the driver. He gave me his name, and it was quite a pain trying to figure out who he was. So then eventually he did come back with no license issued. He says that he's got a license out of Illinois, but it doesn't show that at all. He's got nothing. Michael J. Jandora.
Hey, Michael. So we're having issues trying to get you back. So do you mind if you just put your fingerprint on this? All right. Well, can you do that for me?
So
I don't want to give my. I'm not.
Because-
I gave you I gave you guys.
So you gave me information, but I have to verify that that is you.
I'm not giving my. I've never had fingerprints done it all over my life. I'm not giving my fingerprints. So I didn't break the law.
Well, this isn't taking your actual fingerprint.
I'm not giving you guys fingerprints when I gave you a valid or my ID. I didn't break the law at all.
So, but the thing is, you didn't give me an ID. You gave me a name. You know what I mean? Like if you had your hard ID with it, with a photo that matches, just like your passenger did,
Yeah,
then I could use that and say that's good to go.
I didn't have it on me.
Right.
This guy, he's throwing off red flags. I'm gonna turn it up. He's just throwing off like red flags. Like this is one of those people that you're like, dude, what are you hiding? What are you doing? Like, and then he's when the second officer came up, when they were talking at the beginning, he's like, hey, he still got his foot on the brake, and it's like that's immediately just like pull him out and detain him. Hey, you're staying out here till we can verify. Okay, Well, we can't fully verify. We're going to do a fast ID on you. Just to verify you, we need you to stay out of the vehicle. You are detained for the time being. You're not allowed to leave. Like, that's where I feel, because the moment he's like, I'm just going to go sit back in the car. Sorry, no, you're staying right here. You're detained until we know exactly who you are. Like, it's that gut feeling that it's just like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you to pay everything. And it's not even like how he looks. It's just like how he's acting gives anxiety.
I know, and that's the issue. That's why I've got to verify your identity, because people give us false names all the time.
I understand.
And I'm not saying that you're doing that, but
mine is legit as it comes. It's me.
have you ever been?
Not to mention, he gave you the first name was Joseph originally, and then it came back as Michael. I feel like that's grounds for at least detainment until you situate and get his ID, and then you can let him go if there's nothing wrong. If he's legit 10 miles on his way. Yep. Sorry for that confusion. We just wanted to verify that you are who you say you are. You're good to go. Here's a warning, citation, whatever. Have a good day. Off they go. But like how he's acting is just, it screams like you're up to something nefarious.
Been arrested out of Illinois?
I've never been. I have no criminal. You can drug me. I have no criminal record at all. I went to school for criminal justice.
Okay.
I'm going to school for criminal justice. I'm going to call bullshit.
I need to be able to verify it so that the citation that I issue is going to the right person.
I know.
So if I can't.
And that passenger looks really uncomfortable, right? Like he's like, dude.
Verify your ID with this, then what I have to do is I actually have to take you down to the police department, and then we're going to take your fingerprints down there to verify that you are who you are.
I did not break the law. I gave you ID.
So you did. You were speeding, and you're driving without your driver's license.
Yeah, but I gave you something.
And you're driving without a valid license. So that's 3 things that you're breaking the law. So I absolutely need to positively identify you.
I did. You ID.
Verbally. Only verbally. That's not enough.
If I have not been arrested ever in my life, I'm not giving you guys feet. I'm being serious. That's how I've been raised.
Oh, the more, like, the longer this goes, you can see the more frantic he is getting. And, like, I'll talk with my hands, and I try not to talk with my hands. Like, anytime I've ever been pulled over, I've tried never to talk with my hands, because that can get cops, like, really on edge. It's always, yeah, officer, yes, yes, sir, no, sir, blah, blah. Hey, my last time, blah, blah, here's my ID, here's the registration, my insurance is on my phone, I have to reach to grab my phone, but before I reach, there's my gun. Just to let you know, you can see visibly where my gun is and where my phone is, and you can see me, I want you to see me reaching for my phone and unplugging it from the charger so I can get that. I'll have my phone out so both hands are out. And the cop, as soon as I said, hey, there's my gun, you could tell he got a little tense. And as soon as I'm like, hey, blah, blah, and I was able to grab my phone and bring it out, he immediately relaxed a lot more. Like, okay, this person's being, compliant and isn't going to randomly shoot me. I wouldn't do that anyways, but it was one of those things of, hey, I want you to know, yes, there's a gun here. You can see where the gun is. I want you to know where the gun is. And I want you to know, this is where my phone is. This is where I'm grabbing it. I'm going to do everything. And as soon as I did that, he could have gotten me for a good ticket. He got me 15 over, gave me a fixed ticket. But that's the entire point, is like, I was nice and courteous. I joked with him a little bit too. So, like, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, because I was going fucking fast. He's like, all right.
My whole life,
Okay.
I
I understand that, but you have to understand that in order for me to issue a citation, it has to go to the right person. I need to verify that it is the right person.
I've never had to do that ever. Ever.
Because you probably had your ID with you at that point.
No, I haven't. I just happened a week ago when my license was valid. I didn't know that it went unvalid. They did not make me do no fingerprint or nothing. I got no tickets.
It didn't go. I didn't realize it went invalid, sir. Sorry.
Let me go.
Well, yeah, so that's just a verbal warning. So then you're going to come down with me to the police department so that we can verify that your identity.
Why do I got to... I didn't do nothing. I gave you guys my stuff.
You broke the law.
And an address and an ID.
Yeah,
but I need to verify that through a hard ID. Do you have a picture of it on your phone or anything, maybe?
No, I left my wallet, my phone, all that. We were just running over here, picking up my son, and we were back to the hotel.
Okay. I'll have to take you down to the bureau. We're going to just kind of go through like the booking process essentially so that you can have fingerprints and a picture so that we can then say, look, this is this person with this name. I agree. I don't think we should have to do all of that, but it really would help if you just had your ID on you. Can you put the car back in park, please?
What?
Can you put the car back in park, please? Stop! 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 You need to take it off. Stop! Stop right now! Stop!
655, were you trying to call out?
How did it like? Yeah, that just. He got so nervous, and you could tell he was. Hands are moving, and then he put his hand on the wheel, and he's just like he started calming down. It's like that's the moment you're like, you just. I know why the cop didn't go, hey, I need to pull you out and try to pull him out because the car wasn't in park. The car was in gear. So whether that it's an automatic and it's in drive or whatnot, it was in gear, it wasn't in park. So he knew if he pulled him out, the car's going to go. And the passenger might not be able to react in time and careen and damp to something. So that's like a tough police like choice of how do I approach this? How do I get him out of the vehicle to do something? Unfortunately, there's no real good way of like reasoning with this guy who was definitely not being reasonable.
655, I'm not able to copy your radios.
Ooh, passenger's out.
Stop! Stay right there! Stay right there!
634, good evening. 1050.
I just took out another car.
Sit down! Sit down! Sit down! Sit down!
You just pushed me on my...
Sit down!
I'm coming down.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, dude. My shit. Mother. You just took my car. You just took my car, bro.
Go get him!
Go away. You took my car.
So yeah, he just took the guy's car. So it's the passenger's car. I would be furious if I got pushed out of my own car. Yeah, dude, you can drive my car. Dude, you don't have a valid license? Blah, 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 blah. Dude, if I let someone drive my car and then found out that they didn't have a valid license, I would be punching the shit out of them. Okay. Jail time incoming. Yeah, I know, right? 100%. Well, you going to jail.
What do we do? I know.
Can we get up?
Can I please get up?
Here, stand up. Let's come in the shade over here.
634, could you? Alright, it looks like he was trying to drag 655. He hit a park patrol car and he took off again. Looks like he's gonna go westbound on 50 Street. I'm looking for pedestrians right now. And I don't see any on the bridge, so I'm gonna continue.
655, he hit a park patrol car and he took off again.
You alright?
Looks like he's gonna go westbound on 50 Street. I'm
Not
looking
knowing
for him
anymore.
right now. And I don't see any on the bridge, so I'm gonna continue. These are about 35, 40.
That's my baby. What you stand there, babe?
speeds are about 35, 40.
1080 westbound on the bridge, no pedestrian.
All right, he's continuing through. All right, I'm going to terminate. He's reckless. He went through the red light.
That's that's a tough choice. So he's choosing to terminate the chase. It makes sense because like you can tell the guy's being reckless while driving. So the best way to get him to stop being reckless is to stop chasing him, because when people are reckless, they do stupid things, and then you get a lot of injured people. Sometimes terminating helps and like curves their actions so they're not as reckless, and you can catch them a little bit later now that you have like face and you have an ID of the vehicle, including license plate and everything, so it's a little bit easier to find them. Sometimes it doesn't work because the person doesn't realize the cops aren't after them and they keep driving recklessly and cause massive damage. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't, I think. Like you gotta choose you gotta pick your poison there. Sometimes cutting it off and terminating, going, okay, we'll look out for the vehicle, we'll pay a bolo out, and we'll go that way, is better to do than to continue a chase. Especially when he's like so far ahead. Sometimes it's just better to terminate so they can calm down, stop driving so recklessly, and then you can catch them when they least expect it.
Sheridan and 50. Continuing westbound, speeds are probably about 50, but I'm done.
Alright, I'm going to terminate. He's reckless.
No, I'm fine. I'm just.
He went through the red light at Sheridan and 50.
Let me.
Continuing westbound, speeds are probably about 50, but I'm done.
This is my 5th car. I bought that in high school.
Did you?
780 credit score.
What is his name?
10-4, terminating 1411.
Michael what?
Michael Joseph.
Michael Joseph?
Oh, he had a park patrol. So he hit a school resource officer. Oh, wow. Oh, that's... Just go ahead. Stack on those felonies right there. Oh.
Okay, you're the only one that was hit.
Yes.
Okay, why don't you sit down?
I blocked him so to try to not let him get through.
Okay,
But he's
just take
still,
a seat. I got the air on. Where are you sore?
I'm not.
What kind of car was it again?
You're just shooken up. Okay. All right. You were in the car when it hit you.
Oh, park patrol.
Block that off.
10-4, 5018.
Looked like he was going to jump out.
Yeah, well, his friend did. Conscious breathing. She's just shooken up. But send rescue anyways. I hear their sirens. Nobody else is injured down here. Take a seat and take a few breaths, and they'll just check you out, okay? Did you see all this go down?
I just saw it in my rear view. I was looking out here.
10-4, we have another squad to go.
Damn, took out that front end pretty good.
Yeah, that was history.
While officers deal with the crash scene and the passenger who was pushed out of the vehicle by the suspect, the vehicle the suspect fled in is reported to have crashed nearby.
5018.
Again, that's the hard part. You cut off the chase. Maybe they calm down, they slow down, you can catch them, or they wreck and they do stupid things because they're in panic mode. You can't tell, you can't mind read. You don't know what these people are going to do. 90% of the time, criminals are going to be criminals and they're going to act stupid. Just how it is. It's a very rare, very small percentage that act smart, go, okay, they've stopped chasing me, they've cut the chase. Okay, let me slow down, let me calm down, let me ditch the vehicle somewhere, let me get the fuck away from all of this. It's a rare few. To quote JD Delay, cops only need to get lucky once. I have to be lucky every single day of my life when you're a criminal. And that's what he stated. And he knows he has 57 felonies on his record, The man knows what he's talking about when it comes to being a criminal. He was a career criminal for the longest time. He's cleaned up, and I love it. I love watching his content.
I have the vehicle unoccupied.
That Friday. Fuck.
About 35, 40. Yeah, but we have another squad to go over there with 640.
669, 23 is located.
I mean, it's a Volkswagen, so yeah, that car's totaled.
If we could get one or two more and probably a drone.
Orange shirt or orange pants?
Okay.
I just know he disappeared somewhere over there.
Yeah, so I got the vehicle, but the guy ran.
It seemed calm at first. I don't
Yeah.
know what the frick.
Yeah, then out of nowhere, he just took off.
You guys catch him?
No, well, we're looking for him, but he started getting too reckless, and I wasn't gonna chase him any further. And yeah, that's the thing. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
I think so.
We're gonna need a couple cars over here. He was last seen running south and then a little bit west through the yard. So if we could start getting a little wide perimeter until the drone can get up.
While officers are in the middle of setting up a perimeter, a witness informs an officer that she recently saw the suspect.
How long ago?
Like 3 or 4 minutes
Which
ago.
way did he go?
I can check my camera. He just scared the fucking shit out of me.
Which way did he go though?
He went that way. He wanted $300. My heart is. He looked very scary.
You want 300
2-3
bucks?
minutes ago, the mail just ran south.
Did he try to rob someone for 300 bucks? If you're gonna rob someone, just tell them to give you all their money. He definitely is not thinking.
West past 19th Avenue, going around on the back side, so the south side of the church here. So it looks like he made it a couple blocks west already.
As officers continue searching the area, they bring
Oh,
a
they got the
K9 to help
K9
track the
unit.
suspect.
Oh, you're
As these
screwed,
two
dude.
officers search this area. They're about to get the jump scare of their lives.
Literally on top of the.
I wonder if we can make contact and get back here? Yeah, I'll ask. Do you see anyone come out of this house?
The dog. So like the dog, you could see that if we go back a little bit. Hold on. So the cop's literally staying on top. The legs move, and I get that you're in a high stress situation. You don't know if the suspect has a gun or anything, so you're being really cautious. He's trying to see over. The dog already is suspecting something. You can see he looks and then looks down and is like, hey, hold on, there's something like right here. There's something right here.
Yeah, I'll ask. Do you see anyone come out of this house?
Ding dong ditch.
Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Put your hands behind your back!
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now.
That guy's like, dude, you're fucking heavy.
You tell me, why are you under a pile of dirt?
All right?
Oh, sure, tired.
You're standing on him.
What did I do? You know what you fucking did.
This suspect, whose real name is Ryan, was charged with felony fleeing, eluding 3 counts.
Oh, look at that sheet. Felony, misdemeanor, felony, misdemeanor. Holy cow. All right,
It's a felony second-degree recklessly endangering safety, resisting obstructing, battery, felony hit and run involving injury, reckless driving causing bodily harm, operating a vehicle with a revoked license, ignition interlock device tampering, and 2 counts of bail.
Okay, so vehicle operating, fleeing, and eluding an officer. Second degree reckless endangerment. Second degree reckless endangerment. Oh, and these are repeater offenses. Oh, he's done this before. He had 3 reckless endangerment, endangering safety, resisting an officer, battery, pushing the passenger out, hit and run involving injury, hitting the park officer, reckless driving causing bodily harm, pushing the passenger out, operating while revoked, having a revoked license, ignition interlock. So he was a drunk driver, and he's not supposed to be driving without an interlock, and 2 misdemeanor bail jumping. That's 12. Count 12 charges. Bro, you fucked up.
Jumping. He pleaded guilty to fleeing, eluding, 1 count of second-degree recklessly endangering safety, hit and run involving injury, and 1 count of bail jumping.
Yeah, and like all the rest were charged, dismissed, but read in. I know, right? Collecting all of them.
While the rest of the charges were dismissed, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison, 3 years of extended supervision, and 3 years of probation.
9 years. So he's got, again, he has to do 3 years of state prison, 3 years extended supervision, meaning pretty much house arrest at that point. And then 3 years after he's done with the 6 years here, he's got 3 years probation. Damn.
You ever notice sometimes a call doesn't turn violent when the cops show up? It turns violent when reality shows up. Watch his eyes. Right at the moment the officer tells him he's got to go down to the bureau, something changes. No yelling, no threats, just a quiet decision. I've seen that look in Philly more times than I can count. The second a person stops thinking about
Officer John C.
Now let me slow down for a second because this part matters. That mobile fingerprint device, officers don't just randomly decide to fingerprint you roadside. Across the country, police can only do that when they believe you're lying about who you are. You get the chance to identify yourself first. A fingerprint is what comes after doubt. And by 2018, 32 states were already using mobile fingerprint tech specifically to identify people who won't provide real information. So when the officer says he needs verification, it may have to take him in. That wasn't escalation, that's just procedure colliding with a decision already made in the driver's head. Some people may think that these pursuits start with adrenaline, but most of them actually start with a person just trying to avoid a moment they don't want to answer for. The part that stuck with me in this clip, though, wasn't the crash. It was that quiet half a second where he decided freedom was worth risking everyone else's life, including the person standing right next to his door just doing his job.
Intel.
Yep. Definitely. Again, guys, that was Midwest Safety. This traffic stop turns into chaos for no reason. Go check them out, everyone. They're great. They're amazing. They do a lot of great stuff. A lot of just good breakdowns, showcasing a whole bunch of stuff. All right, Edge, go beat that boss. I believe in you. You got this. But yeah, go check them out. They do amazing work. They showcase a lot. They kind of and John really does break things down and kind of like explain kind of like the situation and like how he's perceiving everything, watching it from a law enforcement perspective versus someone like me who was never in law enforcement but did do loss prevention. So I've seen how people act when they're getting ready to steal and do things like that. Again, amazing job. Love it. Go check them out.